Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well today. Today is Monday. Happy Monday. No, it's for real though, it's Monday, November 15th, 2021. And welcome to another morning another morning watch list session. Wow. Yes, I'm a little tired. We're gonna drink some Bang and we're gonna get to it. I hope everybody's weekend was well. Mine was pretty dang good. I'm going to give another second for the stream to show up, and then we will get started. All right, I don't need all that. What I do need is to sign into my chat. Sign into the chat. All right, let's see. We got this. Morning chat. I know that I'm a little early. However, it's just the way it's going to have to be. I'll do 2 streams. I'll do 3 streams. I'll do videos. I'll do all the fun stuff. But with that being said, I just noticed that my notifications just went off. So hopefully there'll be some people joining the stream here in a minute. We have a busy week ahead of us. We have some new earnings this week. There's some that I'm pretty interested in. Let me see if I can grab a screenshot of this. How do I say this? Let's go like this. I'll slap that puppy up. And we'll throw it over here. How does that work? That looks good for me. All right. Just messed up my tweet deck, though. Just messed it up. All right, we got earnings today. Infusionsoft, Tyson, Super League Gaming, ACOM. Yeah, Spenzinger Pro, whatever. Playboy should be interesting for earnings. Tomorrow, Walmart, Home Depot. SEAC, I'm not sure what that is, but Jumia is going to be reporting earnings. If I remember correctly, Jumia, beginning of last week, started to make some moves. Target on Wednesday. I swear Lucid's reporting. I know they are. How come it's not showing on here? So Wednesday earnings important. Nvidia, Cisco, Lowe's, Target. Really interested to see what's happening with Lowe's. Home Depot the day before may get a sympathy play on Lowe's, so we might get some simp plays there. Alibaba, Thursday is the Chinese ADR reporting. JD, Alibaba, those two can make a move. Palo Alto is also a fun one to play into it, and Applied Materials. And then Friday, Foot Locker and Buckle. Why am I not seeing Lucid? Excuse me. I swear Lucid's reporting earnings today. Well, you know what we can do? We can always just throw Lucid up here on a 4-hour. Let's see. 15-4. Where's my daily charts? Didn't even load my daily charts. I'm slacking. And today. There's my daily charts. So if you've got any interest in any of these for earnings, let me know. I like playing earnings. I play them a little differently. I feel like I'm off center today. Something wrong here. A little off. I don't know if it's my mic or my keyboard or my where I'm set up, but I'm a oh nope, that goes back over there. I'm definitely a little off kilt today. Off kilter. All right. So we got a daily chart. Excuse me. If you watch the weekend watch this video, I'm not gonna. What is going on? There's something. I feel like my whole body needs to shift this way a little bit. Nope, this way. Nope, that way. What's missing? All right. I guess I'll have to get over it. Lucid. I was going to check on earnings for them. Yes, they have earnings today. I knew they had earnings. Palantir announced today a strategic partnership with Big Bear AI. Palantir is going to get some Rocky McRock news off that. Look at this perfect little bull flag that's forming on Lucid's daily chart. Let's see. Lucid on the 15. And not a lot of news there. Lucid here. There we go, like that. So Lucid is at, we have trend bar support, May see a little dip down to 41 before a rip. Currently at the 4-hour mid, maintaining the daily top, so I'd like that. We may just rip right off of this base up to 48. Yeah, the move the move on Lucid's from 42 to 48. They do have earnings, so that's going to really affect the stock. Everything's super inflated, so let's just be super nimble on this one. Just got to be a little more careful with Lucid than we normally are. However, I think that they're going to report decent earnings. They're definitely going to report some production numbers, and those production numbers are going to increase. And that Lucid Air is eventually going to come down in price to where I can afford to buy it. It's a gorgeous machine. All right. Let's see. All right. Nobody's showing up for the chat. I started on time, right? 7:30 Eastern. Yep. Oh, well. So let's pop in some news, and I'm just going to get going because I've got some stuff to do today. Yes, I do. What the heck? The news. All right. Shopify downgraded to hold. So Shopify might remove off of that news a little bit. CrowdStrike initiated at underweight at 247. So saying the firm's early leadership position is becoming increasingly challenged. Dude, CrowdStrike's an amazing company. Why are they talking smack on it? Why are they talking smack on the CrowdStrike? Yeah, they didn't like that news. So CrowdStrike dipped right down into some support levels, right? 284 to 272. Look for the bounce play. CrowdStrike will remove off of that news. I can't believe they wrecked CrowdStrike. Right down to the 4-hour bottom. If this 4-hour bottom Keltner channel does not hold, so 275 doesn't hold, we've got room down to 264. Do they do that pre-market? 272. 272 to 264. I don't see them really taking out this demand zone down here, right? Look at it. So downside target is 260, 265. Bounce play would be back up to 285. So CrowdStrike should be interesting to move today. We will keep an eye on that one. All right, Disney stock tumbled to a near 1-year low this week following high-profile misses in its streaming and theme park segments, according to Barron's, which could make it more attractive entry for patient investors. You know what that equates to? Buy the effing dip. That's what they're saying. They're saying buy the dip. All right, down to the weekly Keltner channel support. Ooh, that's a decent spot for support. I'm gonna watch Disney. Look, watch Disney for the reversal. Yeah, initial rally into Friday, rejected right off of this 200 SMA, pulled back to support. Right. Disney on the break of 160 for 165. Right. 160 is going to be tough though. So Disney's got to break. The smart play on Disney, if you want to be patient and wait till it breaks above 165 for that move back up to 175. However, it could easily rally to 163, 164 level and then continue to fade. So just be nimble with Disney. It's check it out on the daily. Yeah, all the way down to support. It's currently trading at -3 ATR, so there's room. Just draw yourself a fancy little support level here at the low, right? And just note that if Disney dips below 158.33, you're gonna want to, excuse me, you're gonna want to play that to the downside. If it can get above this 200 SMA on the 5 minute, let's check the 15. Hold on. Gotta put my charts in order. 5, 15, 4 hour daily. That makes sense. All right. All right. So Disney's got room to 165, right? If it can get above 165, look for immediate resistance at 167 or 168. This green line right here is a magnet, right? So Disney to 168, and then I'll make a decision. However, it's in the struggle bus. Excuse me, it's in the struggle bus right now. So the 160 to 165 move on Disney is possible for a little pop. If we look at Disney on the longer term, we've got room to all the way up to 170. However, we're going to run into overhead resistance at 165, right? So right in here. So let's first target on Disney. That move would be a rally to here for a continued move to the downside. If it gets up and above here, then it can continue to 1, 2, 3 its way up, right? So looking for this kind of move here. Or, oh, come on. Yeah, still got to figure out how to use this tool, right? That's one potential move. The other move on Disney would be this, where we rally up and reject back down. So that's Disney both ways. Morning, Johnny. Hey, dude, I sent you the early look of this week's video through Twitter. I'm having some subscription issues with YouTube right now, and I know that anybody that's signed up for the Buy Me Lunch that's given that support, I promised them, early looks at the videos and stuff like that. So I just wanted you to know that I sent that to a private message in Twitter. I don't know if that's the best way to reach you or not. So if that doesn't work, just reach out to me. Let me know what the best way to get you that early look stuff is. Okay, I appreciate your support. So I want to make sure I take care of my people that take care of me. So that's Disney. Looking at Disney on the algorithm, I don't know why I'm stuck on Disney right now, but maybe because Disney typically does a better job in this. Disney algo trading with price action, a little bit of a double bottom here. However, the algo's turned down. I'm not ready to say that this is bearish divergence yet, because it's really been like half a day. This can easily just turn back around and continue up. But as far as Disney levels are concerned, we do have some that we need to pay attention to. We've got a dark pool level at 159.63. Right, that's pretty significant. Watch that for support resistance. I'm going to consider these other two levels I'm about to draw right here are white line levels, because they are pretty dang close. 162.11 and then 162.75, right? And then we've got a regular block trade target at 163.39. That's coming up here like this. So what I'd like to see, I'm going to use, I wish I could just be like, give me 4 of my favorite colors right here for quick use. So the FlowTrade interface, while it's not as pretty as some of the other ones, you should see the new version that's going to be released. Oh, it's banging, just banging, right? So I don't know if Disney is going to do this move or not. This would be the move we want to see, right? Everybody knows what's next with this. We want to see this. Right, that Wu-Tang reversal. So key levels on Disney is at 163.39. If we do a Wu-Tang reversal, we have a massive gap to fill. Come on, give me the right tool. Massive gap to fill right here. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Chaka-laka-laka-laka. That's Disney. All right. That's spent a lot of time on Disney. Well, I got to get through this news. AMT from the weekend watch list. I shared that in a group, and somebody was like, oh, hey, yeah, I don't know where you got this video. I don't know where you got this video. I made the video. But I guess some of them aren't liquid enough. Just keep an eye on it. You guys don't know what the Algo could do last week. Algo's plays 5 for 5. Banging, right? AMT said it is near an agreement to acquire Coresight Realty for about $10 billion in an all-cash deal, according to Bloomberg, saying that they could announce the acquisition of the data center operation as soon as this week. The report comes out after Reuters reported last week that Coresight was exploring options after getting a takeover approach, right? That's AMT, American Tower. All right, I weekend watch list this, so if you want to see what's going on with that, go back and watch it. Basically, what I'm saying is that Algo's steady buying, looking for the Algo to make a higher high, right? Coming off a pretty good divergence, right? I'm looking for this Algo to continue this direction, right? A little pennant breakout. Price action's maintaining its support here. You know, we've got some upside targets. Obviously, these regular block support at 272.48, 273.83 is the target. We're coming right out of a pretty key level of support here. What the heck? You know what I might have to use? I may have to use these charts down here at the bottom. All right, that's a pretty key level of support. They move about $5 per day. So I'm looking for that move from 272 back up to 280. All right, let's see what they're doing pre-market. American Tower, nothing pre-market there. Yeah, like a little bit of pop pre-market right up to the 200 SMA. So like I said, we need to get above 273.45, which is 273.45. Yeah, I like that. Break at 273.45. We come up and test some of these regular block levels at 277, 278, 279. Okay. All right. That was AMT. Moving back to the news. I'm going to pop through these news. We're going to look at futures, and then we're going to do some other things. Okay. All right. United States said late Friday it will open talks with Japan over tariffs. Right. Yeah, the yen is, hold on. The yen's pretty much flat. All right, over tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, Japan last week asked the U.S. to abolish the Section 232 tariffs imposed by former U.S. President Donald Trump's administration. All right, well, I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. I know that one of the key factors that I look for every morning is if the yen is up or down, and if the yen is down, which is the Japanese equivalent of the dollar, that means that we're pretty bullish, right? John Deere. Excuse me. John Deere union officials reach a third preliminary contract agreement on a contract in a bid to end a 4-week-old strike. Ooh, that's gotta suck, right? So John Deere is in a 4-week strike. I was wondering how come I didn't see a lot of move on Deere. The strike includes an offer to include 10% pay raises, a signing bonus of $8,500, making some workers eligible for health insurance sooner, and maintaining non-premium health insurance coverage. John Deere, huh? Why are they doing that? Why are they, like, not taking care of their employees? A little chop fest with Deere. Yeah, this is just choppy. I'm not seeing a good solid trend. I mean, it's uptrending. I think as soon as they've got earnings coming up next week, going into Thanksgiving earnings. Yeah, Deere's a little too choppy for me to be interested in. I'm gonna stay away from it. Pfizer. Pfizer. All right, look at this massive move with Pfizer, right? It's coming to test all-time highs this week, right? It's beast moding, right? Stair-stepping its way up out of the Keltner channels, above the weekly, above the monthly, right? Out of the dailies, right? Moves $1.50 a day. Rally, both, consolidation. Stack positive moving averages 821.34, 5200. Squeeze is taking place. A little RAF buy signal. Yeah, Pfizer can take out some of its previous highs, right? If it can break above 50, then, right, 50 to 51, 51, 52, riser. Pfizer, strong R&D makes stock a good long-term bet, according to Barron's. Notes that 2 years ago, Pfizer CEO asked investors to take a big gamble on research and development operation, and that bet is looking smarter than ever. The bets are not smart. I am a smart better. Does that work? That doesn't make sense. Come on. And neither's my typing skills this morning. Regeneron announcing a 3 billion share buyback plan, right? I've noticed that anytime they're like, hey, we're going to start buying shares back, we get a rally in whatever stock it is. So currently we've got stack positive moving averages, 821.34, ready and fire signals, issuing some buy signals. We are currently at a previous supply zone, demand zone. We've got a little bit of congestion overhead before we start making moves up. I mean, those are pretty big moves we're talking about. So there's room for Regeneron from I'm looking at a break of 642 for a move to 667. Right, that's this move up here. Should be an interesting day for it coming off of earnings. Yeah, I like that move back up. Let's see what the Algo has to say about Regeneron, shall we? Let's do it. All right, not bad, not bad. No block trades in the last 12 days. Algo's trading with price action. I wish it was above price action. Pretty decent looking overall chart here. Right, it's starting to, right, uptrending, upward channel, right? We got a nice little channel up there. The Algo is making higher highs and higher lows. Really going to see what happens with the Algo at this level here. If it can get above that, then I think we can continue on to the upside, paying attention to what happens with stock at that level, right? So we take out some of these previous highs. Then I think we start getting a pretty chunky move up from, let's see. I've never played this, but I'm assuming it plays pretty decent, right? Price action, higher highs and higher lows. The Algo, higher highs and higher lows. Stack positive moving averages, 821.34. We're above the 50, above the 200, above VWAP. I think we can move. All right, so anybody that uses the strat as a strategy, I'm a student of the stock market. I like learning about different strategies. It's just, I like to be educated about things. So I'm really trying to learn what this one is called. I know that there's this move here, right? This is, in my opinion, that's a bullhorn, right? There's a specific name for this in the strat, right? I don't understand what it means, but look at that. It's like a reverse flag. Is it a bearish indicator? I don't know. I mean, it looks bearish. Eventually, one of these is going to break and you're going to get a drop. But yeah, look at this. It's pretty decent little channel up there, right? Pretty decent channel up on Regeneron. So, all right. I'm taking forever with the news. Waiting for more people to show up. Morning, Terry. Morning, Johnny. All right. Hey, guys. When Laz shows up, give him a hard time. Be like, bro, you can't wake up a little earlier? I hope maybe he put it on record, or maybe he's just going to wait for us to finish and then go back and watch it. But unfortunately, that's the way it's got to be, because if I were to do the stream at my normal time, right, 8:30 Eastern, that would be 6:30 my time. Is that right? Yeah, that'd be 6:30 my time. That's when everybody in my house is waking up, and my house it's a zoo in the mornings. All right, financials. S&P Global won U.S. antitrust approval to buy IHS Market Info to create a financial data giant spanning everything from bond ratings and commodity prices to tracking trade flows across the world after the Justice Department cleared the $39 billion deal. SPGI. Don't know what this stock does, but Info Market Limited. There we go. This just looks like spaghetti straps. I gotta get that shit figured out, dude. I mean, it looks like it's at a pretty decent support level. Potential rally continuation. I haven't looked at these options contracts, but we might get a little slingshot move to the upside. I've heard this info one before. Holy gold. Gold's getting a rally right now. Look at that pullback right to support. So popped off that news. 124 to 126. Expect it just chop back and forth. Gold, on the other hand, is making a move. Making its move. All right. Let's see. Energy negotiators from almost 200 countries clinched a deal that would seek to keep the most ambitious goal of the Paris Agreement alive, breaking new ground in a fight against climate change, but punting the hardest decisions into the future after 2 weeks of often fraught UN COP26 talks. Delegates agreed to reduce the use of coal. I think that's smart, don't you? Like, we are in a balloon, and think about it. All right. 1 second. All right, so listen. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we're in a fishbowl. We're not even a fishbowl. We're in a balloon. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Oh, God. I can't even... All right, this isn't important. I just needed something to draw on. All right, we are in a bowl, right? This is the Earth, right? Right? Or that's the atmosphere. This is the Earth, right? Okay. There's no escape valve on here. I don't know if you've ever hotboxed anything. I don't know if you've... When I was younger, I used to smoke some things, but I don't know if you've ever been in a club or a bar or just in an enclosed area where there's like there's no airflow, similar to the ozone. We just keep pumping coal out. What do you think is going to happen? It's just going to auto-magically just atomize into space? Or no, it's going to get stuck in there and it's going to screw with the rest of the world. Stop burning coal, idiots. You don't want to hot... The world, the Earth doesn't need to be hotboxed on coal. Figure something else to hotbox it with. Anyway, I don't know why I found that so damn amusing, but... Morning, Mark. Good morning. I thought it was pretty damn funny. Yeah. Anyway, so good job. You guys realize burning coal is not good for the earth. Proud of you. All right, Macy's, Nordstrom, and Signet Jewelers are among small-based retailers that are enjoying a revival and expectation. Consumers will spend a record $851 billion this holiday season, almost a 10% jump from last year, citing the National Retail Federation. Well, everybody saved their money for the last year, and they finally were like, "Oh, hey, well, I guess the world's not going to end. Maybe we should spend some of this money." Good for them. I'm a big proponent of small caps. IWM is my favorite for the week. I don't know what the hell this candle is, but it just took a dump all the way down to the 200, all the way down to the 200 on the 2-minute. So we're gonna keep an eye on this. IWM is what I use to play the small caps. It's been pretty decent uptrending. IWM, like I said, is my favorite index for the week. Right? Or ETF sector. Yeah, sector. Anyway, it's one of my favorites for this week. It's looking pretty dang good across the board. Yeah. Stack positive moving averages, 821.34. We're currently at a 50% retracement from previous high to previous low. The 50's on top of the 200. I'm not liking this little RAF, so we may get a pullback, right? I think that's what this little red candle right here just did. Was like, oh hey, we need a pullback for a minute just to get to a little bit of support. So look for maybe we do a fade and go, but these being stacked is bullish. This is bearish, so maybe we get a couple days or a couple sessions similar to this. 1 second here. Maybe we get a couple sessions similar to something like that before we get the nice pop. Oh, get back here. Right, maybe something like this, a little choppy fourth, or we just stay within that range that it's creating right now, right? 240. So 50% retracement up to 618. So from 240 to 241.50, above 241.50, then I think we can start coming up to take out some of these highs at 244. This is bullish in my opinion. IWM for the win this week. All right. If you got questions or if you got some tickers you want me to look at, get them to me now. I'm almost done with the news. The news took way too long. What the hell is wrong with me? Excuse me. Oh, I was going to look at Macy's. So Macy's, Nordstrom, Signet Jewelers. I think any of those would be a good look if you're looking to play some small caps this week. Right? Macy's. Lululemon is more of a larger cap, but I think they're going to get some moves this week. One of these is short squeeze. So look at that. Look at that. Nordstrom, just a steady increase over last week, right? Bought in at 29 all the way up to 33. We really need to see what happens at this level here. If the 50 bounces on the 200 to the upside, then I think it'll yank price action with it. However, if we reject, right, if we get some rejection or even a cross down, then I think we'd have to look at back testing some support for Nordstrom back down to even the 33.25 level. But I do think we're going to break through that. Slingshot squeeze popping off, ready and fire popping off, right? Load, mid, high compression, 15-minute squeeze. That rally should get us through the 200, realign our moving averages, and stop a fib level on there for a short-term play. Right? If you're looking to play something quickly, look for a break above 34.10 for a move to 34.60. Above 34.60, I think we take out 35. That's J-Win. I didn't even check what the Algo was doing on that. All right, let me finish out these news real quick. Tesla shares slipping another 2% as Elon Musk on Sunday decided he wanted to troll Bernie Sanders on Twitter, whether the U.S. Senator wants him to sell some more shares after Sanders demanded the wealthy pay their fair share of taxes. Want me to sell more stock, Bernie? Just say the word. Musk tweeted. Meanwhile, the big short investor Michael Burry tweeted that Musk doesn't need the cash. He just wants to sell Tesla. No, he wants to pay his taxes. He wants to flex his muscles, dude. You guys realize that he, like... that man, there's a few people few single entities in the world that can move the market. Elon Musk is one of them. So, yeah, I think he was trolling Bernie Sanders, saying, do you really want me to bring the market down more? I'll do it. And yeah. Anyway. All right, I'm going to finish out these news, and then we'll look at futures, and then I'm going to take requests, and we got to go. I'm running. I told you I was slow this morning. I'm running behind. Hackers compromised the FBI email system on Saturday and sent tens of thousands of messages warning of a possible cyber attack. You literally hacked the FBI email system. Wow. Shit, dude, snow. ECB Lagarde said this weekend that conditions for a hike in rates unlikely to be met next year. GDP still expected to exceed pre-pandemic levels by the year end. Price pressures to normalize by supply bottlenecks unwinding. No evidence of negotiated wages. China October industrial OP higher, 3.5 year over year versus 3%. Industrial production 10% versus 10.9, and retail sales up 4.9 versus 3.5. That's good news for China. China's gonna affect the market this week, right? Just hear me now, okay? Key events today: BTIG Digital Health for Firm, some virtual conferences, earnings after the close. Like I said, we're getting into earnings again. Lucid is, where's it at? Playboy after the close, Lucid after the close, right? Those are two that I'm interested in. Potentially Cook after the close. Before they open, Vivint, Urgent, TSN, nothing really that I'm going to be interested in playing, right? Events calendar, Empire Manufacturing numbers coming out in about 30 minutes. All right. World news: after slipping last week, U.S. stock futures are edging higher to start the trading week. Its treasury yields little changed as market remains wait and see regarding the timing and accelerated tightening by the Fed after last week's sharply higher inflation readings. Makes sense that they do it next week since it's a short week, right? That makes sense. I think that if they were to make every holiday week a down week, I think that we wouldn't even notice it, right? Also, investors prepare for a busy week of quarterly earnings in the retail sector with the results from Walmart, Lowe, Target, and HD among those expected this week as earnings season wraps up. In Asian markets, at Nikkei Bay Index gained almost half a point. Shanghai fell 5 points, almost 0.5%. Shanghai fell 5 points. Hang Seng advanced 0.25%. And in Europe, the DAX is up about 0.1%. FTC, it's little change. So mixed Asian markets, mixed world markets. Hopefully we just get out of this chop fest, right? Stocks finished higher near high. Stocks finished Friday near highs. But for the week, the index fell 0.3%, Dow 0.6%, and the NASDAQ 0.7%. Each snapped their 5-week winning streaks amid heightened inflation fears before the bell today. November Empire State Manufacturing Index arrives, with economists predicting a small rise from the month before, and the only main data point for the schedule today. The dollar is steady, oil prices are lower, and Bitcoin crypto assets are looking higher. Overall, it looks like a strong start to the trading week, but will the gains hold? Who knows? Anyway, that was the news. Took me forever, but I got through it. Let's check out futures. Dots futures. How come my charts are all jacked? I'm going to have to go through and refresh each of these. All right, so if you're new, usually the news only takes me about 15 minutes instead of 38. I apologize. Like I said, I'm a little tired this morning. So what I'll do is I'll do news, and then we'll get into some futures, right? Then I'll take requests, and we'll get going. Okay. Also, this is the futures layout. General rule of thumb is if this bottom row is down, the top row will be up, and we'll get a nice move today. ES, left to right, ES, NQ, the Dow, the Russell, bottom side, gold, crude, bonds, yen. Okay, so typically we like to see the bond taking a dump, right? If the bonds are down, the ES will usually rally, right? Crude futures are down. They were at, that's good for gas prices, and it's also good for the overall market. Gold, when gold is up, crypto is usually down. So we'd like to see gold drop a little bit. The ES This is a nice little Wu-Tang reversal here on the ES, right? Hopefully everybody can see it. If not, I'll draw it out, right? A little 1, 2, 3, 4, and then rally, right? Wu-Tang pattern reversal. It's a Dow 1, 2, 3 reversal. All right, those are just some terminologies, right? Looks like the ES is trying to make a move back up into some previous fib levels. So this is pretty strong. So going into the open, we're pretty bullish. Look for a gap fade at the open. That'd be lots of profit taking back to support for a continuation of the upside. What we don't want to see is we don't want to see choppiness today, right? Where's my tools? We want to see nice clean moves, right? Looked like we had a little bit of a breakout there, right? We want to just see nice clean continuation moves for the day. A little wedge forming. That's the NQ. Wow, we just got a bump. Oh, wow. All right, so the NQ is just rallying, rally. The Dow is bull flagging. The Russell, which I'm really interested in this week, right? Russell 2000. Look for, we need pullback. We need to be able to get into these, right? This is yen. The yen is choppy. Bonds are choppy. Gold is, crude is down. Gold is a little higher than I like to see it. I like to see gold fall a little bit more. But yeah, look at that massive move on NQ. Something just came out. Like, so what the hell just happened? I don't know, but holy shit. Did you guys see that move? The NQ is just ripping. So look for a gap fade. So the first 15 minutes should be a sell-off. And the NQ back down to some support. That's healthy, right? We want to avoid the chop. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up my chart here. We're going to start taking requests and we're going to get going. For anybody that's new, this is the Smart Money Dark Pool and algorithm software I use. It's from FlowTrade. It tracks large institutionals, hedge funds, smart money, block trades, dark pools, big asset movements. Okay. It tracks the flow index, which tracks every single transaction in real time. It's the only predictive indicator out there, meaning that it's showing what's going to happen with price action rather than what's happened with price action. So it's not a lagging indicator, it's a leading indicator, and it's probably the most accurate indication of what's going to be happening with the market. All right. So as far as my chart layouts go, white bars are price action. The purple line is the regular algorithm. If you see me dropping red lines across the screen, those are regular block trades. Blue lines are dark pool block trades. If, for instance, I drop a white line on the screen, everybody should yell, "Party time!" No, I'm just kidding. What that means is that there's a regular and a dark pool level that are printed so close to each other that I can't drop two lines on there. Those are major areas of inflection. I highly recommend you drop a line on your screen, right? A trend line or whatever you want to just draw a line on there and be like white line and then the number, and then just watch how price action interacts with it. Okay, great. All right, so requests. Airbnb, Roblox, Tesla, Lucid, those are all on my short-term list for this week, right? CRM Neo. Okay, let's check it out. CRM Neo. Can't believe nobody's talking about Baba. All right, Airbnb and Lucid. All right, give me 1 second. I got to go wake somebody up and I will be right back. Alrighty. Alright, let's go. Alright, CRM. CRM looks pretty decent. Let's see what we got going on here. CRM. Let's see, the Algo is consolidating. Alright, the Algo is making higher highs and higher lows as represented by this move here, right? It's steadily increasing, currently consolidating at a key regular block trade level. Price action is following it up pretty nicely, right? Pretty significant, pretty vertical trend or trend support there. Sorry, blah, blah. Regular blocks at 309.71. Seriously? Oh, that took forever. Watch what happens when the Algo interacts with this block level here. If it can break up and through it, then I think we can see a continuation move for price action, right? The Algo will continue to make higher highs and higher lows. That's what we want to see, right? We've got regular block support coming in at 302.89, dark pool level 307.25. That's a dark pool level there. I forgot to draw that. So 307.25 is your dark pool level, and then your 306.65 is regular block resistance. So above 306, 307, right? I think we see a continuation up to 309. If we reject off of this, and we'll continue to squeeze, right? Continue to wedge until we do make a decision to move to the upside or the downside. Downside move would be 302.89. All right, moving on to NEO over here on the right. As far as block trades levels go, I usually only look about 10 days back. I think that that's pretty accurate. There's a ton of block trades on NEO, as it made it a pretty decent recovery last week. So this was that Tesla news. It's going to obviously react more violently than Tesla. Let's see, the algorithm. The Algo's in an interesting position here. It's kind of consolidating at this level, right? No clear divergence to the upside or the downside. Price action is like there's no clear support, right? Maybe this move here. If that's the case, that's a pretty ugly head and shoulders that's forming. We have dark pool support and resistance on the way up. All right, so the most recent print is this one here at 43.20. Regular block print 43.20. And then this one here, regular block at 42.57. That's your support. There's your support and resistance, or most recent support and resistance. Anyway, we've got dark pool levels right here at 42.42. Right. We've also got one way down here that came in on the 10th. That's what launched this move here. Those are probably the most important regular and dark pool levels right there. So on NEO, what I like to see is I like to see this Algo make a move either to the upside or the downside, breaking above this dark pool level. If it moves up to the upside, we can see some continuation to the continuation move up, a break above 43.20. I think we get a little bit more solid moves to the upside. Rejection off of that, we may just consolidate for a little bit. I'm not seeing anything one way or the other, really. NEO is just super choppy right now, in my opinion. All right, Airbnb. All right, Airbnb. So the Algo is making higher highs and higher lows, okay? It's not super clean, and it's not like... All right, the Algo is making higher highs and higher lows. Kind of a little wedge pattern. See what happens when the Algo interacts with this regular block trade level here. We'd like to see it bounce and continue to move up to the upside. If it starts breaking down, look for it to drag price action with it, okay? Regular block level 206.54. That's your support and resistance. $206.54. Grab the right tool. Alright, 206.54 followed by, we got some white lines in here that are going to affect price. Alright. 201.44 is where the algo should interact with, right? See how it's trapped between this 203 or 201 and 203 level. So the algo needs to get out of that little zone, right? We've got dark pull trades at 199.41, 193.50, right? And then all of our support is way down here. So we've got white line support way down at 191.61, right? And 186.18. So Airbnb, there's a gap here, and you guys need to just be aware that there's a gap there. Let's see what's happening with price action. Rally, rally, rally. Kind of a funky little cup and handle here. If the algo can continue to make higher highs and higher lows, then I think we'll start seeing some dark pulls coming in at this 205 level, 206. But right now it's uptrending, so keep an eye on it. I really want to see what happens if this algo can rip up. Then it can continue to pull price action up. If it fails, we back test 201, 199.40. Below that, we dip to 193, right? So if we break 199.50 area, then we come back and test 193.50. If we can maintain 206.50 for support, then I think we can draw a fib level for the next targets. Okay, Lucid earnings this week. Earnings today after the bell. So you know me with the earnings, I don't like playing anything through earnings. I'll play the move up or the move after. Your white level support for Lucid's at 40.80. Right, that's pretty significant level there. That's really the only one we have. We have a couple dark pool levels that price should just bounce back and forth in between. 41.80, 45.92. Right, there's your range. Above and below that, we've got some regular blocks. 47, 47.50. Right, those look like sell orders in my opinion. Currently resting at 43.93 regular block trades, and then below that 42.76, right? So if we can, I didn't even show you what the algo is doing. The algo's kind of made one of my most feared patterns ever, and that's this little bat ear pattern right here. Typically you'll see this kind of a move after that. It looks like a dog, right? The recovery on that would be getting above this previous level. The algo is currently kind of wedging, so I need it to get above, right? Basically above this level here before. Right. If the algo can take out that level, then I think it'll continue to pull price action up. However, Lucid is super choppy. We'll have to see what the earnings do, what earnings say. I like this. I like the stock for commons. I'm in a bunch of it right now. Chris, you're pulling out some of my favorite stocks. Welcome, welcome. All right. ENS, I don't know what this stock is. I've never played it before. It's got no block trades really to come in and provide support and resistance, but we do have some pretty decent bullish divergence. It's fresh. It's just started, so it's not like it's got a bunch of time on it. However, the algorithm, right, that's a pretty strong net buying that's occurring right there. As long as it can continue to make higher highs and higher lows, we would look for the stock to find some support, right? Maintaining that level of support, breaking above previous highs, it should yank price action back up with it. looking just to see if we do one of these or not. Right, so the signal is the break. Come on. Right above that level. ENS, I don't know what it is. Pretty decent looking stock. Grow generation. This is discount, right? This stock was trading at $50 a couple months ago. So I like this stock. It's not really moving the best, right? It's a pretty wide range for the algorithm. Algo looks like it was forming a little bit of a bull flag right there, but it failed to break. So if the algo can get above that level, I think it will continue to pull price action up with it. Here's your trendline support. You got some pretty significant overhead resistance. Look for that breakout and pull up. There's no block trades to help us out. Anyway, I like grow generation above. You know, if it can take out some of these levels here, looks pretty decent. I like it. See how it came and filled this gap? It was like, oh, we made a massive gap. We got to fill it. And fill the gap and continued on. All right, moving on. I think I got everything right. All right, I think I grabbed everything. I'm going to give you another guess. I'm going to give everyone another look at futures because it's important to know what the market's doing, right? I mean, these are pretty big pre-market moves, right? You don't want this to run away pre-market. You want it to just kind of, you know, wait for us. Like it's taken off without us. Everything is going to be gapped up at the open, right? Everything's gapping up at the open. You see this move on crude, right? It broke its downtrending channel and it's continuing to move on. Bonds should chop back and forth, and the YM should, or the yen should chop back and forth. I'm not super thrilled about this move. I really am not happy about it, to be honest with you. What I'd like, so this is what we can expect at the open. Let's just say we start here. We're going to come back, right? We're going to do one of these. And then a possible recovery. Right? So that kind of recovery, or we break and continue down. Yeah, look at that perfect wedge breakout. So it's called the 15-minute gap fade, and what we'd look to see happen is a 15-minute chart. Okay, so this is super bullish move, right? Where's our support? Let's just say that's support there, right? So in the first 15 minutes, we'd like to see this pullback to support for continuation to the upside. But look though, like we're almost maxed out. This is previous all-time highs. There's your all-time high. If I threw a fib on there, which I think I've done before, go from this high down to this low, right? 127, so all the way up here at 47.31. Do I think we make a move? I didn't even grab that. Hold on. Right. So I see a move up to 47.11 today. Right, pretty easy move with resistance at 4,700, right? 47.05 and then 47.11. So just stair step it up, or we fall back down to support, right? 15-minute. Look at this. And we talk about the 5,200 crossover all the time. You could play this one move right here. When the 50 crosses above the 200, you get explosive moves to the upside, right? Right off of 618 retracement, continuation on. Look for a pullback at the open, and then a continuation move to the upside. All right, that's it for me. I got to run. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Dark Algo. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then again at 9:30 Eastern, I try to do the open. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you all tomorrow. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay green. Remember, your only job is to keep your seat at the table. We want to see you here tomorrow. We want to see you here the day after that. So if you don't know what to do, just remember cash is a position. We're here to learn. I'm here to teach. We have plenty of time. We don't have to become a millionaire overnight.